Hello, everyone. Nice to have you here. This is day 3 of us attending DoubleJump Academy's real-time VFX in Unreal Engine course. And yeah, this is part 2 of the Embers texture that we took place in last time. I'm continuing where we have left off, basically, last time. And yeah, buckle up. We were creating this texture here, this one right there, and we combined it all together in Material Maker, although the course is following Substance Designer. Yes, so let's get to it. Perfect. Part 2, Embers, texture. Let's get it going.
Okay, so now that I have this, I want to create variation from my embers, and I want to do it quickly. So you can see here, I've made new shapes. I've made different squares and different shapes. So I've done a bunch of different square transformations.
So you made some variations that we accomplished so far. Let me just do one thing with my extensions here. I want it to stay in window. And as we see here, it's hopefully going to stay in window. Yeah. Okay.
And I recommend you go ahead and try all of these yourself. I've done some circle-based transformations, given a little bit of oval. You can see I've done several, and then just created transforms to move them around. All right, so what is this? What is this Ash and Embers processor that I have? Now, I call this Ash and Embers. I'm going to refer to them mostly as Embers, but obviously when they are done being Embers, they turn to Ash. So that's why this is called the Ash and Embers processor, if you were wondering. But if I open this, and you have to go over to your graph view.
So he saved the whole operation like a subgraph, I guess. And subgraphs in Material Maker is something that I'm not aware of yet. But I am more than open to experiment. I think it should be doable. I mean, we have the Material Maker here. I'll investigate it in a bit. I'm just gonna send a message. Hit you up ASAP. All right, back to it, everybody. Yeah, let's see what we can do.
That it is everything in here that we just did up through the RGBA merge and then a texture out. Now, how did I get here? Because I don't want to just leave you hanging. Basically, I took all of this and see, where's the quad? So up through, you have your quad transform grayscale here. Up through that. So I just selected it all, right click, and then what I'm going to say, or what I'm going to do is create graph from selection. As soon as I create that, you can name it. And what it's going to do after you create this, it's not just going to drop down a node. You're going to have to add it in yourself. So you can come over here. It'll give you this new graph.
Hopefully it's as simple as that in Material Maker. So we gonna give it a test, basically. How to give it a test? We will pick our parameters, basically like he did, all up to the beginning, without the transform, without the shape. So the distort will stay here. This math node will stay here. Actually, yeah, we will do that on our own, actually. We can take the math into the operation too. We're gonna do some cleanup a little bit here. Everything that is not connected to the spaghetti here needs to go. And we're gonna try it. First, I wanna try it very on a smaller scope, maybe. Like, what about those two, right? So if I right click, we can't right click. That is already not a good sign. However, there's an edit here. Let's explore that. Edit button. Copy paste, select all, select none, invert selection, select sources, select targets, load selection, save, set theme, preferences. Okay, so there's really not much to work with here. View, center view, reset zoom, show or hide side panels. And panels. That is just the view. Tools, create. All right. This is anyway the nodes that we have. Create a group. Is that something we can maybe experiment with? Control G. Oh yeah. Okay, so did it group it in that sense that they are two different? They are like one node now. Is that the case here? Let's see. Missed stuff because of ads. Can I help? Yeah, so basically we're trying to do this thing here. So he saved the whole operation as a subgraph. I don't know what it is called actually. I'm gonna show it to you.
And what it's going to do after you create this, it's not just going to drop down a node.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go back a little bit more. Yeah.
Up through that. So I just selected it all, right click. And then what I'm going to say, or what I'm going to do is create graph from selection.
Yeah.
As soon as I create that, you can name it. And what it's going to do after you create this.
So he basically groups up the whole operation and makes variation, select nodes and hit Control-3. Yeah, I just figured that out, so I was correct there. Perfect. Yeah, I grouped them. Just needed a way to see. So I grouped those two. Oh, wait. Oh, so it took me inside of a thing here. And I'm guessing to go out, there's this arrow. And if I go out, it would show me those two grouped. I'm just gonna check them out if they're grouped now. Give me a second. I lost where we were. We grouped. We had a math, warp. Ah, yeah, here it is. That's the one. And now, what is it called? Graph something? And if I double click, I go in it. And I can rename it here. Okay, and if I guess if I Control Z, it will go away. That's what I'm thinking. Thanks for the help, dude. I just tried to see what options there are, like tools, and there was create group, and I was like, yeah, maybe that's the one. So I guess that's the one. And yeah, we can do the same thing now. We can group all of this madness here. Gonna delete. We're gonna keep this a little bit for later. Maybe we need it, I'm not sure. But I'm sure we can put it back again. I just don't want to risk it. Let's see if we can put the spaghetti together, like in a more organized manner. Let's see. How can I zoom out even more in Material Maker? I would like to zoom out even more, but that's the maximum zoom. Can I maybe select and then shift select? Or control select? Yeah, control select is the one. So we're gonna control select all the way up to the transform and distortion, because we will do those later. And all this operation we will actually copy, in my opinion. Let's take that with us too. Let's copy that and paste it. Yes, and we're gonna have this huge operation now. Let's put it down here. Let's control group it. And now we're going to go inside of the huge graph here that we created. We're going to call this Flakes Creator. Flakes Gen. All right, that's a good name. We're going to go back in the huge thing. That's our Flakes Gen here. But there are no outputs and there are no inputs. So how do I make sure that we can actually input stuff here and output stuff? So input 1 is RGBA. Maybe we want it to be RGBA. For now, I'll go with our, probably it should be grayscale, honestly. And it should be hooked to the math. So we're gonna go with grayscale on this thing. And we are going to put it in here. Yeah, just doesn't matter. Both will result into the same thing. Oops, I can't. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I went with texture 3D, it seems. Grayscale, just a normal grayscale. Thank you very much. Perfect. And then we need an output, I'm guessing, right? If I go to the video. So let's go back to the video, which is right here. He's having it go into some type of packing, like a flipbook type of packing. So we will have that work somehow in our setup. Okay, So we will have an output, and it's gonna be an RGB-A. Perfect. Here we are, and we can get it in. This blend is only to show us the result. Right now, there's no result because we have inputted nothing, right? So I see this thing here floating. We have parameters. I like that. I like parameters. You know what? We're gonna keep that a little bit to the right, next to the output for now, just so I don't lose track of it. Save that thing, and we're gonna go back, and we will go into creating variations. Perfect. So that's our node. That's our group node. We will copy this and start creating different distortions. Here we had a shape, just a square, and we distorted it. Now we're going to make another distortion. Something crazy, right? Something like that. We're going to hook it into the flake generator that we just created from our last lesson. And boom, just like that, we have a flake. Perfect. Thank you, Rodolphe, for your help. And yeah, this is working pretty well. Perfectly nice. Now we're going to create a couple of variations. We'll make Control-C, Control-V. And you know what? Instead of a polygon, or instead of a 4-sided polygon, we can do 6-sided polygon. Then we can take our distortion, copy paste, and hook it up here. Now change it a little bit, make it maybe elongated. Is that a word? Elongated like this, like something crazy, right? We can take our flakes generator, copy paste, and wait for it. Here we go. And let me save actually before it crashes on me. And hook it up here. Hook it up from here to here. And we have a new flake. That is awesome. Cool. Now we made another variation. Let's do another shape, for example. Let's try a circle. Circle, here we go. With a distortion, of course. And the distortion is gonna do some cool stuff. Oh, I didn't know you can do that. We're gonna make it go through itself like this. Maybe we're gonna make it look like a triangle of some sort. Apply the flake generator to it, and it will look like this. Boom. We have 1, 2, 3. Amazing. I'm not a huge fan of this. So instead of having it like this, I want to make it look like a crystal, like an emerald of some sort, like this, right? So we have 1, 2. That's too similar. Let's make that look like more like a, like this maybe. Yeah. And the last one, the circle. Here we go. Let's do another one. F it. Let's go. Shape, another shape, and we will copy paste it. Here we go. Oops. Why am I not able to copy paste here? Copy paste. Perfect. This is gonna be a star. Superstar. And we're gonna put it like this. Maybe it's gonna be a 12 star. That's too much. Let's do a 5, like the usual start, that you see a lot. Let's try to manipulate it a little bit more. Yeah, maybe a star like this. Let's see what we can do with the distortion. We're just trying things out here, right? So, and it crashed, I think. I think we crashed. Did we crash? No, we didn't crash. Perfect. This looks fine. We didn't crash. And let's see how this is gonna look like. Another flakes gen. Come on, Control-C, Control-V. Here we go. And now we're going to put this flex generator in here. Okay, in here. Ooh, that made an interesting result here. I mean, I like it. I like it. So let's try something like this, something crazy. I mean, this looks like anything but not a flake, honestly. By now, you know what? It's an interesting result nonetheless. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with this. It's fine for now. Let's keep going with the course. I think we need another one, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's see what we can do. I will go back to the course and learn some more. So he has 1,
It's not just going to drop
2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the original one. Okay, and we can do that too. It's not a big deal. Perfect. So we have a 1 from above. We have that one. It's in the pocket, right? Then we need 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 more. Perfect. So we already have 1. That's our 1. I'm getting a lot of errors on my streams. Damn. YouTube is a very high standard, I can tell you that. All right, we're going to end the TikTok one. Who gives a heck about the TikTok one? Sorry, TikTok. I love you a lot. Oh, we got 222 likes. I guess that's cool. But damn it, you know, my stream is struggling here on YouTube. And I don't know what the poor health here is about. Just give me a second. Let me investigate that thing. Hi, technical artist. Hey, is the stream all right? Can you see everything? Question mark. Getting errors. Let's see. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth blah 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 blah. How about now though? Like, do you get enough now? I'm just gonna refresh. Close the TikTok one. I mean, we got a lot of likes, but still, YouTube is very important to me. Okay, perfect. It is all good. I'm happy. If it's good, I'm happy. Thank you, technical artist. Appreciate your input. Okay, so let's give it a check here. We have 1 from here. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more, guys, and we should be done. So let's do another circle. I feel we didn't give the circle a fair chance. All right, so we're going to go down. We're going to start playing around with this, especially here. Okay, perfect. I'm going to elongate it, maybe make it something like this, maybe something smaller in terms of like, I wish I could control like where it is, because, you know, like click in the middle and control it, but I'll take it for now. It's free and open source, so I'm not gonna complain a lot. I guess that's what the transform node is about, right? So yeah, let's make something like this. Hi Sambar, nice to have you here, Sambar. Hey, is the stream okay? Can you hear me? Just checking. You know, it's never bad to check with YouTube, guys, because YouTube has high standards, like I said, and it just keeps telling me, oh, there's an error. But I don't know, like, if it is actually an actual error or if it is, but I can hear, oh, it's frozen, I see. Okay, go to the other stream. And I'll check, I'll investigate. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, man, it's really high standards, YouTube. Let's see what I can do to fix this. I will stop it. And I'll stop the stream on the OBS from the vertical canvas, which is a plugin where you can have both horizontal stream and a vertical one. So right now I'm trying to stop the stream, but it's kind of not allowing me. Oh, is it better? Is it better now? Oh, you're here. Yes, perfect. Nice to have you here, man. Appreciate you chiming in here. I don't know why I'm getting so many errors. I'll continue in a minute. We get excellent connection back there. Perfect. I fixed it, it seems, or whatever. Oh, no data, it says. All right, so we're gonna turn it on again and see what happens. Let's spray and see what happens. Cool, we have flakes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Oh, is that the same one? Damn, we got 2 of the same sort. We need to sort that out. Yeah, let's try to get something maybe in the other axis. You know, something like more in the width, if that makes sense. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 6, hopefully. Yeah, we got that. Looks like the Arab Peninsula. Perfect. If you have to call me by name, call me Cine. You don't have to. Okay, I'll call you Cine. No worries. I'll call you Cine. Or yeah, Cine, I guess, right? I'm doing it right. I'm guessing here. Perfect. Yeah, we got our 6 different textures here. Let's see how we can put them together and learn something new. People, you know what? We are going to learn, baby. I think I forgot something here. Lol. I forgot to go live on LinkedIn. But you know what? It is what it is. We will see if we can get it back again. Oh, no. Is it not streaming anymore? Ah, man. There's always something, right? There's always something that does not work in your favor, I guess. Damn it. Yeah, it is what it is, though. Like, it's fine. We're gonna check if we can get that to work again. Man, streaming is, especially multi-streaming, it's a hell of a thing. I could tell you that. And I'm sorry for all the hiccups. But that's why I do what I do, right? I try to fail forward fast. At least that's what I learned. Yeah, and now we're not getting there. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna give it another shot. And I'm sorry for that, guys. I'll just try to learn from my mistakes. And yeah, we're gonna give it another shot here. Give me a second. Consider this an ad break. I'm sorry about that. We will continue learning very, 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 very soon. And we're gonna keep it going, baby. And here we go. So let me just do that real quick here. And we will be right back with you guys. A little break. Just let me do this, and we will be right back where we left off. We're gonna pick a region, and we will get the URL, I guess. And let's put the URL inside. It's the first time I go live on LinkedIn, I think, but I think it's worth it, you know. But damn it, you just forget one button, and the thing is not working anymore. So is the life of a streamer, I guess. Let's get the URL first, and then we can get the actual stream key, which you guys can't see because of reasons. Of course, not that you hijack my stream now. Let's wait for the signal. We're gonna disconnect and reconnect. See what we get. I will also add... Let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, guys, we're back here. We are going to learn. Here we go.
Drop down a node. You're going to have to add it in yourself. So you can come over here. It'll give you this new graph, and you'll just have to drag it in. And then you drag it in, and you can see it gives you all of those parameters, and then you can go ahead and
Let's see
it.
if it's going to work.
Just make sure if you're looking for it, it's going to leave everything here. So after I've selected this, I create the new graph. I can show you. Again, I'll just do that. You can see it doesn't give you, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't delete anything.
Here we go.
It just creates a new graph. All right, so I'll delete that out. If you're using functions in Unreal, this is like creating a function within a material in Unreal, and it's super powerful. Okay, so once you open up this graph, you'll see a couple things.
Sorry, guys, I didn't pay attention. So let's
I've selected this. I create the new graph. I can show you. Again, I'll just do that. You can see it doesn't give you, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't delete anything. It just creates a new graph. All right, so I'll delete that out. If you're using functions in Unreal, this is like creating a function within a material in Unreal, and it's super powerful. Okay, so once you open up this graph, you'll see a couple things. You'll see, first of all, you'll see everything we just selected is in there. Now, you won't have these inputs and outputs. You have to add those. So what you do, tab, input,
we just did that in Material
and you'll see
Maker.
Input color or input grayscale.
The cool thing about Material Maker is had it
we're going to be inputting.
like within
and
the
then
box.
If you come over here to identifier, let me delete that.
From the actual
you'll
software,
see you have shape,
which was amazing.
and that's what I've identified and labeled it as. Okay, so then the output, same thing. There's really just an output. That's all you need. The output is going to be just our texture out. Now, the other little trick in using this is I want to affect the shape. I don't want to affect everything in here because you can start getting in the weeds, but you can expose whatever parameters you want to affect. So if I go back to my Ash and Embers graph, and you see that I click on this, you can see that I have shape distortion amount, noise scale, noise disorder, edge breakup, silhouette noise scale, and silhouette noise disorder. Now, those didn't just happen. I had to create them. Now, sorry if you already know how to do this. I don't want to insult your intelligence, but I'm going to go through where I did those things. So the first thing is that master silhouette. Now, when I first dropped this in here, it's hard to see what is going on without your texture. So I did actually copy my shape and my quad transform grayscale in here so that I could see what I was affecting. So that's important because right now you're flying blind because there's nothing going into this. So I recommend copying your shape in here, then deleting it out after everything is set up and hooking up your input and output. All right, so the first thing I did was this warp.
So
this is my master silhouette shape. So I go to the expose parameter that I gave it.
By the way, if your group nodes that are already connected, the inputs and outputs will be created automatically. But I just... Oh, because it wasn't connected. Okay, cool. Thanks, Rodolphe. That's really helpful. And it seems like you've done one better than Substance Designer did. So congrats on that. Great job.
Moving over to the warp grayscale, we have edge breakup, because this is kind of our secondary edge breakup. So this is where the edge really starts to take shape. So we're affecting more the master silhouette, and now we're affecting the edges. So we have that edge breakup. And then in the cells,
why is he explaining everything again?
This noise scale and noise disorder. And that way we can affect how this is looking so that when we start adding other shapes, we actually have some control over the master shape.
Oh, is he making parameters?
And that's pretty much it. Those are the only parameters that I really gave it. Now, how do you create that? Let me go up here to this blur.
Okay.
So you can see whatever parameter I want to
give it parameters, but I think we're good. Let's see.
I just go here, exposes new graph input.
So he's exposing the parameters. I wonder how you can do that in Material Maker, honestly. So let's try to figure that part out. So first of all, I'm going to double click on one. Right. So we have our parameter thingy here. It says add linked control or add configuration or add name. So add name parameter or add configurations or add linked control. Now I wish I knew what those meant, but I guess we have to click and see. Ooh, okay. So when we click on one, the linked one, we get like a link thingy to hook it up somewhere, right? So, and I can't move to the space anymore. So I'm going to press escape, right? I'm going to take it with me and go to our cell controls, right? So we're going to go to our Voronoi, probably this Voronoi. All right, let's first click it and see. Ooh, that's kind of cool. All right, so this is the amount, right? So this is the scale. Did I click now? So it says, oh, and when you hover over it, it tells you where it is, kind of, right? And we can call this now noise scale X. Okay, let's do another one. Scale Y. Oh, wait, here. Y. All right, so this is going to be noise scale Y. Okay, so now we should have two parameters. Save that, go back. We should be able to control those basically, right? So we have them in, let's see where it is. We should have those two right there. Oh, they say it's unnamed. How so is it unnamed? I named it. I named the controls. So what is it saying? Why is it? Oh, it is unnamed. Okay, that's fine. Why do I have to call them twice? Name them twice. Sorry. All right, save that. It should copy the 18, right? Isn't this supposed to be move parameter down, move parameter? Isn't this like the default value? Define a description for this item. So you can add a comment, I guess. Okay. Well, we saved that now. Let's go back and see what is happening. All right, so we're going to go back and check where the heck that is now. Let's see. Oh, damn. It is in... Let me check. Oh, yeah, here it is. But why is it not doing the 18 by 18? You showed me a YouTube video. Okay, let's open that YouTube video. and check what we can do with that YouTube video. So Rodzilla shared with us a YouTube video. And sorry, I'm gonna go black screen for a while here. All right, let's get it done. Here we go. Boom. Come on now. Why is it not opening? Wait, is the link a nice tutorial about groups? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna check it out. Maybe we'll learn a thing or two about it. Perfect. Thank you, Rodzilla. Alright, let's check it out, guys. Let's check out this tutorial a little bit.
In this video, I'll show you how to use Material Maker.
This is by Casper Franson. Just want to share it. You're doing good. Thank you. And I just want to learn it. So I think everything about group that we learn, it will be eventually very beneficial. And yeah, that will help us going forward.
Comments, remote switches, and groups to organize your graphs and how they can be used to save and reuse your own custom nodes. We'll finish off the video by creating this custom node and adding it to your library for easy reuse. We'll be using Material Maker 0.96 in this video. If you're new to Material Maker, I suggest watching my Getting Started video first. So before we go any further, it might be useful to explain the difference between the basic node types in Material Maker. So we basically have three big categories. We have shader nodes, and these are sort of like the very sort of basic building blocks that do the grunt work in Material Maker. And if we take one of these and make them editable in Tools, make selected node editable, and click the little pencil here. You can also use Control W to toggle this. We'll open up this node editor, which where you can change the shader code that generates the output.
Interesting.
So this is super powerful. It's quite complicated. We're not going to cover this in this tutorial.
That's quite complicated. A clarification on node type. Okay, so the next one, comment node. Let's check that out.
It's
actually quite helpful.
So a really simple way to organize your graph a bit more is to use comments.
Cool.
It's a very simple node. You just add it and you can change it.
Let's see if that still exists with the version that I have. So comment. Hey, nice to have you here. Lipit Pop. Nice name. Let's get the comment here. Perfect. Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. We get colors. Right? Are these colors? Oh yeah, here we go. We can color it green, for example. This is, this is a group node. The same from this. It has the same operation from above. Ta-da! Cool. We got a comment. That is amazing. There we go. Comment is there. That's kind of nice. And the parameters, we've seen how to do it. Gonna go back to creating more.
Size and its color. Fill in text. Change its header. And these are just a nice way to sort of, put up a little description of what's happening in your graph. And this becomes really practical if you have like a bigger graph.
Ooh, that's a huge
like
graph.
this one.
Wow, look at that material. Hot damn. The dude freaking created a motherboard. Wow. Now, this just shows how powerful Material Maker really is, man. This is crazy.
You can then describe what's happening in different parts of the graph, and it just makes it easier both for yourself and if someone else comes in looking at this afterwards, what's happening in
I'm gonna follow
the different parts of your
Casper, everybody. This guy is a kick-ass. Oh,
okay,
sorry.
and next up we have the remote node, which can be used to control parameters in other nodes. So we have three different ways of doing that. We have the link control, the configurations, and the name parameter. So for example, here we have two shape nodes. What we could do is create a new link control to connect to the size here.
That's what we did now.
And then we can choose to connect another thing to the.
This remote, I think, is I'm not sure if it's his older version. Rodzilla can correct me if I'm wrong. But it is definitely working in terms of like different nodes within a big scale of like operation, not just like a group. But I don't know. Just trying to guess here.
Link control. So we'll connect the size of the other shape here. So if we look at both of these, now both of them are controlled by the single control here. So that can be really practical and cool. Useful in lots of situations. Next up, we have the configurations. So if we add one of these, we have to choose what it'll control.
Parameters in groups are a remote node. Yeah, that's what I thought too. They work the same. Yeah, they even have the same overlay and they work the same. Okay, got it. Thank you. But I didn't know that when you hook this, like that was such a cool way to control the like two shape nodes, like in scale. I think that was a really cool UI, honestly, and very intuitive. Like when I was looking at the Substance Designer, like having that panel on the right, man, like it just didn't work for me. It didn't click for me, you know. That just didn't click for me.
So what this does is it creates a fold-down menu with different settings you can choose between. So right now it's only linked to one thing, but what we can do is we could link this to
multiple,
all the controls in this curve node, for example.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that because it's not intuitive to have like scale X, scale Y, but at the same time it could create interesting results. I'll just keep it.
And then we could save this configuration. So we say add configuration, we'll call it happy. And you can see now we have one thing on the fold down menu.
Wow.
Then if we change the layout here.
Okay.
We'll call this,
add configuration, and now it's
neutral.
Wow. Fuck, this is nice.
And
like a drop down menu.
Again.
Now it's set. Ha!
We can call it sad.
This guy can teach.
And suddenly we can choose between happy, neutral, and sad, and all these settings will keep
I love his
in
teaching
lockstep.
style. I love this teaching style.
One little cool thing to note about this is that if you just add two configurations and call them true and false, this will actually turn into a little checkbox instead of a fold-down menu. Okay, and then lastly we have the name parameter. So the name parameter is a bit different. It's quite practical. What happens is that you can use the name that it gets here. You can set it to whatever you want as well. You can use that in fields on nodes. So for example, if we were to use it here, you have to preface with a $sign. And we can use it here as well.
That is why the name is important.
Then suddenly we can control those two with this value. And you might be thinking, oh, why would I use that instead of just the link control? Well, the cool thing is that you could, for example, do this.
No way.
Multiply one of them with 8.
Hell yeah.
And then they're, both being controlled, but they're, they're different because you can also multiply something when you're using the
there's another trick for scale X, Y. Just type, he basically just described that, however the parameter do their exact names. Yeah, absolutely.
That way.
Wow.
Then next up we have the switch, which is used for flow control. So what you can see here is that you can control on the switch which inputs will be forwarded to the outputs.
Yeah, that's a little bit like in territory of shaders and like shader graphs and like visual effect graphs, things like that. I think this is very much like similar to all that other aspects and stuff.
Editable, so you can choose how many outputs there'll be. If we only want one, which you often just want, but you can actually make it really big, and how many choices there'll be. So there'll need to be at least 2, but you have loads of them. And then the current choice is also available when you're not editing the node. So if we make a
that's also like the switch node in Houdini, Reminds me of that
make
too.
it uneditable again, we can still choose.
Well, we're diving too deep now. I will keep this tutorial definitely. Like, check out this guy's YouTube, Casper Franson. We're just gonna go to his videos. Man, he has a lot of Godot Material Maker tutorials. I will definitely be checking all of this out. Like, this is awesome. Okay, check him out. Give him a subscribe if you want to, learn more about Material Maker, go more in depth, which I will definitely. Now, back to DoubleJump. Let's go to the actual course now. Back here, let's see what type of parameters he creates. Oopsie, this one. All right, now it's gonna be black screen for you. I think that's due to hardware acceleration stuff with Firefox. But something maybe I could fix later. But for now, I'll just keep it black.
It'll give me these options. I want my identifier and my label to be the same, and then I will type in a group. It will create a group for me, and then I can give it a default value, which honestly, the default is pretty much whatever I've set it to previously, so I don't really worry about that too much. But you can also see that if you had a group already created, you can just select that group and put it in there. As soon as you hit OK, this will turn blue. And then if you double click in this gray area, you can scroll all the way down and you will see your input parameters, and that's where it will pop up in your input parameters.
Mm-hmm.
And what these are doing is they're exposing this to your master graph to say, okay, now this is whatever is being called in this graph from your function.
Just gonna check what exactly. He made a shape distortion amount, noise scale, noise disorder, edge breakup, silhouette noise scale, silhouette noise disorder. So he created a couple of like parameters in there,
if you will. And now you have control over just those parameters. Now all we have to do is duplicate shapes, retool them. You can see that I've given some different amounts in different cases. Let's see. Let's see one more. Yeah, there you go. So there's some different shape distortion and noise disorder. So you can see all of that happening. And then I'm creating 9 unique shapes because I want to be able to put this into a spreadsheet. So in order to get 9, you can only get up to 6 unique shapes within one tile generator. So this is my trick for getting 9.
Oh, he's putting 9. So he made 9 variations. Okay, we're going to go back a little bit in the tutorial here just for me to make sure. All right, where did he place his parameters? So we can do something similar. We can achieve like similar results, maybe better. Let's see.
And you see that I click on this. You can see that I have shape distortion amount, noise scale, noise disorder, edge breakup, silhouette noise scale, and silhouette noise disorder. Now those didn't just happen. I had to create them. Now, sorry if you already know.
I'm just going to make a screenshot out of this. Hopefully I can. Hopefully it doesn't allow me. That is due to the GPU acceleration thing within your... That's the problem with streaming the content because it's protected as well, which I understand. You know, they have their reasons and they need to protect their content. Totally understandable. Now let's see if I could do this real quick. Acceleration. I forgot how to do that. So it's probably performance, user recommended performance settings. Probably this one. Yeah. Okay. Don't try this at home, of course. I think we might need to restart Firefox. Ah, man, I don't want to do that. It is what it is. I will see how I can... pen and paper. Pen and paper. Why not? Pen and paper. Here we go. This is pen and paper, guys. Back to the old ages of pen and paper. Perfect. So we need controls for... you know what? It's for the sake of learning, actually. Let's get sticky notes in here. Do sticky notes actually appear on OBS? That is the question. All right, let's check that out, guys. Let's see if sticky notes will help us out here. Of course, I need to sign in with my Microsoft account and everything needs to be in order for it to work. Let's see if that's the case. It's loading still, so we're gonna have to wait for a little bit. Since we can't do screenshots, we will check on the fact of now all my stuff are available for everybody in the world. We're gonna close each one and then we'll start drawing on one of the sticky notes. All right. Oh man, like there is no way but to expose all my information. Yes, I learned German, guys. I'm sorry to announce that, I guess. Where's the main controller here? How can I add more? Oh man, every time I launch it, it adds everything. Okay, we're gonna add one. That's the one we will use. I'll close everything else. It's kind of annoying that every time you open it, it has to show you everything. Okay, anyway, I guess it makes sense. That's why it's a sticky note. Cool. Now, I could probably... and Wacom is, as always, drunk AF. So we're gonna launch the Wacom Center and make sure our Cintiq is working properly here with the right display. Display settings. No, not that one. This display toggle, I guess. Cintiq display. Force proportions, I think. Yes, thank you. Full display setup. No, exactly. All right, let's see if that's gonna... Oh, it still follows the other screen. I guess that's the main screen issue. Man, this is super anti-ADHD because I'll get into that rabbit hole and I will go into it, right? I would not stop. Oh, now it switched all my overlay. Oh my god, that's very helpful. Thank you so much. All right, we're still on the other screen. Do I have to save
How to do
here?
this?
Oh man, the stuff that we have to do. Force proportions. Yes. Use insert area. Is that the one that we need? Yeah. Go home. You're drunk. Cool. Oh no. Dude, what is happening here? Why is it showing everything? Let's see if this is gonna work now. This is shit. Okay, we don't need it, I guess. So we'll go with sticky notes again. But this time I'll just type it in. So the parameters are... gonna go back.
Edge breakups.
Here we go. 1. Shape a distortion amount. Distortion amounts. 2. Noise scale. All right. 3. Noise disorder. All right. 4. Edge breakup. Edge breakup. Okay. Now, 5 is silhouette. Double T. E noise scale. Nice. And same silhouette. What is the last one? Silhouette noise disorder. Silhouette noise disorder. Let's see if we're gonna do all of those. Might not be the case. We'll have to see. And let's give it a shot. Cool. We got all those 6 parameters that we need to do. We'll put this on the side again and play the video.
Silhouette noise scale and silhouette noise disorder. Now, those didn't just happen. I had to create them. Now, sorry if you already know how to do this. I don't want to insult your intelligence, but I'm going to go through where I did those things. So the first thing is that master silhouette. Now, when I first dropped this in here, it's hard to see what is going on without...
And Jesse, it's not insulting anybody's intelligence if we just go back to basics. That's fine. There are people who don't know.
Your texture. So I did actually copy my shape and my quad transform grayscale in here so that I could see what I was affecting. So that's important because right now you're flying blind because there's nothing going into this. So I recommend copying your shape in here, then deleting it out after everything is set up and hooking up your input and output. All right, so the first thing I did was this warp. This is my master silhouette shape. So I go to the exposed graph input. You can see I called this shape distortion amount, and I put it in a group called influencers. Now I'll explain how to create those in a second. Here for this Perlin noise, we have scale and disorder. So this is just called silhouette noise scale, and then silhouette noise disorder was the other parameter that I gave it.
Okay, sorry, I didn't pay attention. I was looking for something. Cool.
Called silhouette
go with
noise
that.
scale.
Silhouette noise scale. He put that thing, of course, in the noise.
And then
In the first noise.
silhouette noise
Silhouette noise disorder.
disorder was the other parameter that I gave it. Moving over to the warp grayscale, we have edge breakup, because this is kind of our secondary edge breakup. So
Okay, so I'm just gonna put that in our sticky notes here. So these two, noise scale and noise disorder, these go into the first noise. Excuse me, guys, I have a lot of gas. And so shape distortion amount, we will have to check that later. Edge breakup will go into the first warp. So we'll do B, the first warp. Okay.
This is where the edge really starts to take shape. So we're affecting more the master silhouette, and now we're affecting the edges. So we have that edge breakup. And then in the cells, I've created this noise scale.
Actually, it's the second warp then. The second warp operation. And I will look into it with you guys in a bit. Just we need to take some notes here. All right, silhouette noise scale. I bet that's the first warp. That's gonna determine a lot of how the shape looks like. It's always the very beginning of the node tree that has like the maximum amount, basically. Okay. Perfect.
And
so let's see what we can
noise
do.
disorder. And that way we can affect
The noise disorder is actually in the cell.
how this is looking so that when we start adding other shapes, we actually have some control over the master
True.
shape. All right.
All right, so let's go back to our sticky notes. Where do we have noise disorder? Noise disorder, actually here. And that will be D. Controller will go on the cell, the Voronoi. V cell. Okay. And we'll see how that's going to affect everything.
And that's pretty much it. Those are the only parameters that I really gave it. Now, how do you create that?
I'm going to go back a little bit in the beginning because I wasn't paying attention.
That edge breakup, and then
He goes about it very quickly.
breakup, because this is kind of our second.
Okay, one more, 1 minute back. Let's see.
Here for this Perlin noise, we have scale and disorder. So this is just called silhouette noise scale. And then
Oh, yes,
Silhouette.
the silhouette actually on the first noise. I didn't know that. All right, so the first noise. Interesting.
noise disorder was the other parameter that I gave it. Moving over to the warp grayscale, we have edge breakup, because this is kind of our
breakup. Okay, where did I put edge? Yeah, but
secondary
that's
edge
correct.
breakup. So this is where the edge really starts to take shape. So we're affecting more the master silhouette, and now we're affecting the edges. So we have that edge breakup.
Yeah.
And then in the cells, I've created this noise scale
and disorder.
and noise disorder.
Okay, so we have noise scale and noise disorder. This goes all together here. The first noise, we got that covered. Where's the shape distortion amount, I guess? We gotta check it out.
And that way we can affect how this is looking so that when we start adding other shapes, we actually have some control over the master shape. All right? And that's pretty much it. Those are the only parameters that I really gave it. Now, how do you create that? Let me go up here to this blur. So you can see whatever parameter I want to affect. I
Yeah,
just
now
go
he
here,
goes and
expose it.
shows how to make parameters, which we went through a little bit. So now this is our list, and in order for it to stay on top, there's a trick with Power Toys on Windows if you have Power Toys installed. I'm just gonna encourage everybody. Hey, thanks for joining. Just have a comment on the LinkedIn thing. All right, so yeah, we have our cell, the Voronoi cell, that will be A, but I don't know where the shape distortion. So it's a shape distortion amount. It should probably be in the warp, honestly. The first warp or the second warp. We will check that out. Anyway, we're back here, right? So we're gonna go back into the parameter node, which we left out here. Now, since we learned a couple of tricks, we will do noise scale. Oh, we can't do that? Okay. We're going to do just general noise scale. We're going to take the X away, and we'll delete that one. We'll take it away, right? Goodbye. And we'll hook the connection to... Okay, where's it connected now? To both. Perfect. So now we have this connected to the scale X and the scale Y. and we have it named correctly. Now this, however, will affect different things. If we're back to the sticky notes, and I forgot to show you guys this, so oops, no full screen. So if you do Control Windows T, you'll have it on top, and that is if you have the Power Toys. Power Toys, this one, you just install it. It's available on the internet. It's not with Windows itself, but it's, which tool is it? The one that puts things on top. I use this all the time, like especially with fantasy zones. Like this thing allows you to put windows into zones, which I really enjoy. But yeah, that's Power Toys are really cool. So now we have this on top, so even if I click here, it wouldn't go away. Cool. So Voronoi noise has a noise scale, which we got, and a noise disorder. Now, disorder would mean the randomness. Yes, that is correct. I think. I'm just suspecting, but I guess we'll learn that soon. All right, clicking on linking here. Let's link that one. We'll call it noise disorder. Copy the name, and we'll also call the parameter that same. Oops. We're going to copy that, and we're going to call it the same name as well, right? So we have, oops, this. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, we have it. Perfect. Wait, what? What is the space here? Oh, it's just not showing it? Okay, perfect. Noise disorder. We got that value. Now, the only thing that boggled my mind here is that it's not actually taking the value in consideration. And maybe Rodzilla here knows a trick or two, but I've lost the chat. And I'm trying to get back the chat, but I don't know where the heck is the chat. It seems like I have lost the chat because I changed the screens. I'm just gonna check real quick, gonna minus everything. No, we lost visual, it seems. We're gonna go back to it though very quickly. Here we go. And we'll look for the chat here. Is it here? No, it's like playing a game, I swear to God. No chat here. Let's see, chat here. Nope, it's hiding. Chat here. Are you here, chat? Nope. Yeah, man, I lost the chat. That's really annoying. Fortunate. I don't know where it put the chat now. Okay, it is what it is. So we're just gonna keep going. Sorry, Rodzilla, if you texted and I didn't see. I'm gonna just make the screen of the stream bigger a little bit, and we'll see if you guys texted something here on Twitch. How to go? Oh, you gotta go? Okay, I got it. Okay, cool. Let's do the Material Maker again, and let's test if this is on 0.87. And we go out, and we have our Material Maker thingy here. It's on 1. Why? Why is it not saving the values? Okay, that's not perfect at all. I would love it to save the values. However, how do I make it do that? That's a comment, short description. Okay, cool. That is link other parameters. How do I make that save? Add configuration, AB. I really don't know. I guess we have to remember them, but that is not really helpful. Is it now? Is it helpful? I don't think that's helpful. But we're gonna just remember them, I guess. 087. This does change things, right? So if I change this, we're getting different result indeed, yes. A noise scale again to 18. Oh, I forgot this version has a problem here with the numblock. 18, yeah. We're getting different results. And that is beautiful. At least we're getting that. Excuse me. All right, the next parameters we will do are the following. We have, these are done. So I'm just going to mark them as done, right? So I'm going to make check mark. Let's take a purple one, looks cool. We're going to mark that as done. We're going to mark that as done. Then we have silhouette noise. Those will be in the first noise. Cool. First noise is this noise, FBM noise right there. Okay, so, and this goes into this warp, which will determine the silhouette. And in order for me to understand what's happening, I'll add a comment. And this comment will be colored green. We'll call it, this controls the silhouette, double T-E. This controls the silhouette of the shape of the flake. All right, perfect. Then we got that here. Perfect. Nice. Done, right? We have our warp controls, and now we will do our parameters, hooking our parameters in here. So click on this. Maybe get rid of this thingy. I forgot how to do that. How do I get rid of this thingy? Was it right click, no preview? Right click. Wait, how do I do that now? P? What did I do? Space? Dude, how did I do that? Lock. Minimize. Alright. Woo, how did I do this? I don't remember how I did this. But anyway, we definitely need a control for the silhouette noise scale. Okay, let's copy this. Add that parameter. And we will... Oh man, this is not useful. See, this is what I meant with this thing is not useful. But the beautiful part about documenting your journey is that you can go back in your documentation and you could get the moment where you got taught something and relive that in the recording you got, right? So I'm going to my channel right now. I just don't want to show you my video recommendations. All right, videos, right? So if I go to videos, this is my channel, right? I'm gonna put this a little bit away now. So podcast episodes, the whole thing, right? We're gonna go to the full lives and we're going to go to the last one, like the one before, right? So we're gonna go to this one. This is where we got through it stuff. And the beautiful part is if I go through the preview here and I wait until where we learned how to create those previews, it was right in the beginning. That's what my brain remembers, right? So if I go through it like this, keep going, just check if it is already the case where we learned this. I think we learned it in the last half, or the the last half, in the other half of the video. We still are not using any previews, as you can see here. Nothing. So it's all numbers until now. Oh, here we go. We're starting to use it now. Okay. So changes. Gonna put it on X2.
Okay, so I have to imagine like processes that are happening like on
Skippy. Ooh. Here, look, we're learning it. That's the beautiful part, because if you forgot something, you can always go back to your documentation and relearn that, right? I'm just gonna... My internet is definitely struggling. Here we go. You see it? We're learning this thing right now. It's minute 1:47:40. Sorry, hour 47:40. Damn it. Damn, I strained for such a long time. Iteration is the number, blah, blah, blah. Think FBM is the same noise, but smaller. Okay, I'm just gonna skip. Hopefully the video is gonna work again. Okay, the X2 really did not help here. We are gonna remember 1:47:50. We're gonna actually refresh. And it should work again. Parameters, play around. Now, I like that these things are here. But wait a second. What is this? Change seed. Ooh, cool. All right, minimize the nodes. Okay, is there a way to have, maybe in your... Ah, damn it! Come on. It's even better if you have it locally, the recording. I just unfortunately can't record and stream and do everything at the same time on my PC because it's a bit of a weak PC. If you want to donate to get a better PC, feel free to donate on the link tree. Damn it, come on. Okay. Let's go. Come on, YouTube, please. Please. Pretty please. Come on, dude. Almost there. Ah, god damn it. Come on, man. Almost got this. All right, we're gonna put the quality like to 144 here. I just want to hear it. I just want to hear how I did it because I completely forgot the shortcuts, right? So I just want to really know how I did it. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to refresh again. Ah, YouTube. I love you. What can I say? Come on, man. It's not that hard. People, if you can go to the video and just teach me how I did it again, that would be nice. Come on, man. Oh, man, this is not going to work. I'm going to open it on a different browser. I think the browser right now is not feeling so well. So we're going to pull Edge here. I'll put it on a different screen, of course. There we go. And let's get that thing in here. All right, let's see if the go through it is gonna do well here. So it's 1 hour 48.
Try to do it step by step.
And together
1 hour.
So
that's the fun.
In that. Here we go. Let's see if it's gonna struggle too. Oh yeah, it is struggling. Forget everything I said about the beauty of documenting, because that is not beautiful at all. Come on, dude. I see I have a VPN on. Interesting. Come on. This is not sponsored by NordVPN, by the way, by any chance. Oh, man. I wish I could just speed this up. Ah, damn it. Come on now. Come on. I'm going to put this on the side for now and see if it's going to work later. As of now, I'll go back to Material Maker, try to click a couple of buttons here. How? Oh, wait, was it Control W? No, it's still there. Ah, get the heck out of here. I don't want to have you anymore. Oh, man. It was something with right click, and I forgot what it was. Hey, Rodzilla. Sorry to ping you again. How do I get rid of this? Because I want to hook the parameters here, you know? And this is in the way. Alright, let's play it again. Oh man, YouTube does not like me today. Come on, man. Ah, sheesh. I'm gonna keep refreshing that thing. Okay. We're just gonna copy it, but we still have the same thing here. Annoying me. Oh, man. Right click does not work. Shift right click. Right click the ports? Oh, right click the port. Ah, damn it. It's the weirdest. Sorry, man. Don't mean to like shit on your software or anything. This is the weirdest shortcut I've ever seen in my life. I guess it works, but I have to keep it in mind. Okay, this is how you guys do it. And I forgot the rest. Like, I'm really sorry. I forgot how to do those. It's been 3 weeks, I think, since I worked with this. All right, so now we know. And we're gonna right click here. Thanks for letting me know, man. Appreciate you. Okay. Let's get to the rest of the parameters that we want to create. First, the silhouette noise scale and the silhouette noise disorder. Okay. Silhouette noise scale, which is controlled by the noise and the warp, which is right there, right? So I'm just gonna pull this here and see what we can do if we increase the scale, right? Silhouette noise scale. Perfect. Let's take this, copy it, and add our controller, one here, link this one here as well, And it's funny how like a couple of tutorials can teach you so much. I love this. I love this feeling, like this feeling of empowerment that you get when you like just learn one little trick. Like right now, I don't have to pay for Substance Designer ever again, I feel, because like I have learned the hard way how to do this, right? We've learned, actually, both of us, like you watching and me. Cool. Silhouette noise scale. It's on 3. We're gonna try to see what happens to this. Look, you see this? This is the end result, right? This is what's happening as we're decreasing this, increasing this, and decreasing this. You don't want it on 1, and it keeps going. Rodzilla, final question, I swear. All right, so you say, well, I'm not an UI guy. My first texture generator was all text with assembly like input. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. That would be my job. The UI guy. Okay, one thing, Rodzilla, is now when I go out, I don't see these syncing the values. That is like if it's on 5 here, right? I go out. It's doing something completely different, right? It's doing, oh, it's doing 5. That's interesting. Huh, it didn't do that with the noise scale, that's for sure. Okay, let's check it out again. Scale up, zoom out, and zoom in again. All right, parameter. It's on 5. Does this update with it? Oh, that's interesting. Did you see that, man? It's funny. Oh, wait. Oh, because I play with it, like, manually. Got it. Okay. Yeah, we got a parameter. We got our scale, noise disorder. Perfect. Now the next thing will be silhouette noise disorder. This will be the offset. Sorry, which one would that be? Faults? Nope. Iteration. Would that help? No. Persistence. Probably not. And offset. Yeah, the offset would be the... All right, let's put it here, hook it up, and call it what it's supposed to be called. Silhouette noise disorder. And get it right in here as well. And remove the spaces. Is there another space? Or did we call them the same? Disorder. Here's a space. Perfect. Noise. Perfect. Okay, we got it. Yeah, it should link the disorder, and we see it here in the results with our preview here after the warp itself. So we know what it is kind of doing. Perfect. So we got those controls. Just gonna, make space here. All right. Now next, so we got those two, right? Boom, boom. The second warp should have edge breakup. Okay. Now let's see how we can do that. So this is our first warp. Second warp is here. And it should have a controller right there, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's the one. You see it breaks up the edges even more the bigger the value. Oh, and this completely F's it up, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get parameter right there. And we're gonna drag and drop it, right? We're gonna drag and drop it right in here. And then we will link it. So we will link this one here. And it should, typically, it should be, let me think, it should break it down. And it should be called edge breakup. But now I'm between thinking about linking it like this or linking it in that fashion. Like this one here, right? Actually this one, the named parameter. Because what I can do, I can call it edge breakup like this. Rodzilla says, yeah, the output controls are master. Note that if you just want to re-roll the noise, the graph seed controls the content seed? I don't understand. It's too technical for me. I guess I need an example. Sorry, but I really need an example. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do $, edge breakup multiplied by 0.1. And so if I increase this thing, it will increase slowly like that. You see that? Because before it was doing something insane, but right now we're controlling it, getting like the 10% of the effect, right? So the next thing is I'll add a $, and this one is just going to be edge breakup, right? Make sure it's a $, and we're just going to control those like this. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. I don't know who followed, but thank you. Actually, it says that I missed it. Okay, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Okay, so we have those parameters here going on. We're going to save it. And we're also going to take, either we take a screenshot or we just add the values here. First, I will take the check mark here and make sure we're tracking our, we have shape distortion amount. Trying to think. Shape distortion amount. But isn't that anyway the silhouette? So I will take this out. Because the silhouette is doing the distortion. The warp is doing this. So I'm going to take that out for now. And we'll add the values here in case they're not syncing. Hello there, arriving from LinkedIn. Thank you for joining. Awesome. Thanks for joining, and it's awesome to have you here, my friend. Yeah, this is the first time I did the LinkedIn stream, just testing the grounds there, but it seems to be all right. It seems to be doing all right. 6 current viewers, people on LinkedIn. Let me have you in the comments. Let me know who you are. Would love to know new people. All right, we're gonna add an equal. We'll add an equal and another equal. All right, so, and this should be now the values. All right, so this is on 18, 0.87, right? This is on 7. This is on 0.51. I think Rodzilla said something, but I missed it. Let me check. Sorry, was not clear about parameter. The values you set on the group from outside, write the values inside in the parameters node, but not the other way around. But I'm wondering, you know, if it is like the other way around, you know, like, because I will be working for the parameters inside, right? Kind of like when you like, how to say, like when I'm working with Niagara, for example, or material instance in Unreal, I'm putting those parameters that have the perfect value, and then I am like, if there's an option to expose that and make it the default inside of the group, that when I go outside of the group, I'll still have those. Because I don't know which value it's defaulting to, you know? I think it's the defaulting thing that I'm trying to figure out. And about seeds, if you click the dice button on the group, it will reroll and randomize nodes. Oh, but would that also change the parameters with it? I guess I'm going to try. Instead of asking you, I'm going to try. All right, so let's save our thing and back it up as well. BU for backup, and save that, overriding the backup as well. And now we will override the normal file that we were working with. And notice I'm taking my time now with the course. I'm in no rush at all. Like, I'm learning a new software here. Like, of course, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to be slow. It is what it is. Take your time, guys. Don't rush with something. Always, like, try different ways to get the same results and learn something on the way. And we're failing. And I'm lucky to have Rodzilla here, who is the developer of Material Maker, right? But you're lucky too, because you're watching. Cool. And if anybody has a question, let me know. Someone said, hey, I just saw Rodzilla here. Nice to see some Material Maker. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I just saw the follow. Thank you. Appreciate you a lot. All right. Back to it, guys. Yeah, we have parameters. We created those, and we have saved their values. Ah, damn it. I forgot to double check on the values here. All right, so double check on the flakes gen. The parameters, actually. Damn, I forgot where I put my parameters. I think it's a good idea to put your parameters somewhere here, just to always track them back again. Yeah, so the last one is like 0.47. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so we got all the parameters working. Oh, sorry. Got all the parameters working. I'm gonna go out now and check our parameters from the outside in. We got new comments. Say, yeah, I understand. Planning to change this. Okay, perfect, perfect, good. Thank you. All right, so we actually they saved. See, we have 0.47, 0.51, 7, 0.87, and 18. These actually saved. That is pretty awesome. I'm gonna take the flakes gen here away, and eventually I just realize, whoa, why can I not move the comment? Oh, wait, why do those have actually different colors? Whoa, we're getting infinite comments here. What is happening here, dude? I can't delete them even. Is my keyboard even working? Do I need to charge it? No, it's just not. We have infinite comments. That's an interesting bug. Or maybe it's a feature. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna copy paste the the new flex generator. Flex, yes, exactly, the flex generator. And you know what? We get to control the silhouette now. So we can control it right away. We can add more edge breakup, right? Ooh, look at that. Look at that, brother. That is amazing. We can do different shapes. We're gonna copy the original. Dude, what is happening in here? Yeah, there's that. Whoa, stop going with it. Okay. Is there an easy way to copy paste? Maybe I should use Control-D. Let's see if someone says anything. Never tried the Material Maker. Do I understand it correctly that this is sort of combination of Substance Designer and Shader Graph? It does have shader features. Like it does have you could literally use the code for all of those as a shader. That's what me and Rodzilla did on the game jam that we went in together. And I created like an electric shader within Material Maker. I'm gonna actually show it here. Why not? Let's see, Thunder, right? This one. And let's just show you what it does. I'm not sure if that's the one where it was randomizing stuff. Yeah, here we go. It was doing different variations. All right, so this is the dynamic unit material. And this is what the shader does, right? So let me explain it a little bit. Yeah. So we have our crystal noise. We went into a tones range, and we just like took the this is like a histogram, and we took the gray values on the side. So we created edges, and then we added into a math node, and then the variation we added like some type of a calculation with a time. And we multiplied it by 10, and then again took the 1% of that, and we floored it. Excuse me. And so the variations here are actually taking all these values within the tones range, and it's taking it. So what I'm showing you here is basically it's doing this the whole time, from 0 to 1, and from 0 to 1 here, right? So this is why it's blinking all the time, like a thunder does, and then it goes and gets hooked up in, it looks like this basically. Now we took this thing, we imported it in Godot, and it worked outside of the box. I was able to put it in the shader, bam, boom, right? All done. Actually, I'm going to show you the project. Rodzilla, I need your permission on that, actually. If we could do that. All right. So, yeah. And we are going to keep learning pretty much, I think. Where did we leave off? We needed to create the 9. So I'm going to close this Thunder shader. I think it all uses GLSL or HLSL, but I think it's GLSL because it worked in Godot, and Godot uses OpenGL. So yeah, that's that. So it can actually like export the code. Of course, cool. Thank you, Rosella. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the project. I think I didn't pull the latest, so I'm gonna just do that real quick. Where is my forky? Where's my fork? Oh wait, did I work on it here? I'm just gonna open the old version. It's fine. All right, so guys, this is the shader that we created with Material Maker. So let me show you that thing here. Come on, dude. It's still opening. Give me a second. It will take some time to load, but it should load quite fast. I'll show you the VFX that we created for that game. Keep the Beat is the name of the game jam. I see cool stuff, but for some values, you have to write the math directly in the labs, right? If by that you mean like inside of these values, like you would, do things like this, yes. You would have to do that, but it's really not much. Like you could even use AI to get you the not that we did, but you could. So this is the effects that I worked on for this game jam. Keep the Beat, which is a tower defense with beat elements, so you have to be on the rhythm to shoot the towers, right? We did with Rodzilla and his team. I don't want to butcher the name. I think it's called Colaro Games. And yeah, it was the number 20, which I'm very proud of. Cool. Yeah, so this is the shader. As you can see here, we imported the shader inside of Godot, and we are using it for the electricity effect here. Let me click on that thing. Oh, I think I hit the gizmos. Gizmo, where's my gizmo view gizmos? And what's the other thing too? Oh, we have to click here actually. I spent some time. Right? Am I right here? Where? Show gizmos. Yeah. What? Oh, wait. It's choosing the floor all the time? Yeah, but I don't want the floor. Oh, man. Come on now. Oh, because I didn't choose. Oh, so it doesn't choose anymore? Oh, man. Come on, choose the thing, man. Why is it not choosing the effect? That's weird. Let's see. I'm just gonna look for electricity. It's probably this one, or this one. Yeah, it's probably this one. Okay, so now that we have it, in here we have the where is it? In geometry, material override. Which one is this one? Just check it. Which one is this one? That's not the one then. Either the cone or the sphere itself. That's the one that we need. That's the cone, okay. Geometry. In geometry, we have that shader, which if we get it to shader editor, we should be able to, yeah, this one. Yeah, that's the code for the shader that we created in Material Maker, and it just generated this code, and I was able to create parameters from this code that I could control here. Let me show you. Like for example, the noise scale, we could do 15 instead of 7. We can do 100 instead of 7. It will look like this. We have a completely different shader now, right? We can control the what is it called? The step count, which is it's stepping now. It's not like the stream is not lagging, but it's not using linear interpolation. It's using actual steps, so I can reduce that, and it will be even stepping less. Basically, it could be like 3 frames instead of And I could also make it smooth like 100 frames, right? I guess with 100 it's hard to see. Yeah. So right now it's quite smooth and everything. Anyway, you know, this is how we did it. So it is quite powerful, the tool. Okay, back to it, guys. Yeah, so we need 9 of those. We're gonna make 9 of those. This is fun, guys. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. It's been an hour already. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't close those comments for some reason. I'm just gonna put them away for now. Flex generator. Perfect. Now we're gonna take the next distortion, put it in there, and we are having this, and now we can do like maybe a less of cells here. Noise distortion that is less maybe, and silhouette that is less breaking. I like this one. Silhouette noise, I like this one. Edge breakup, really like this one. Okay, now the next one, Control D maybe. We try Control D now. Let me read some of the comments. I see cool stuff. Yeah, I've read that one. Those I plan to add a node interface for expression in the future. This is really nice of you. I am more on the artsy side. Same here. And math is something I struggle with. Same. But Rudzilla actually helped me up here. And yeah, well, graphs are just a way of connecting. That's true. That's true. Everybody says they suck at math until they actually use mathy tools, and then everything makes sense. Math in the end is just like logic, but like writing equations, I suck at that too. So I totally get it. I totally get it. All right, so we're gonna Control D that thing. Let's see if we can still get it here. We can. Boom, in there. What do we got in here? What do we got in there? Let's reduce the edge breakup a little bit. Let's get more of this shape every now and then. And maybe we go insane with these cells. All right, this is looking good. One more, guys. One more. Control D. Wait for it. Oh, it's where your mouse is placed. Did you see that? Okay, let's delete it. Let's delete it and click on it. Place the mouse here. Control D. Oh, it's where. Perfect. All right, so you have to place your mouse somewhere. That will be your cursor. Kind of like the 3D cursor, but it's a 2D cursor. All right, so we have flex gen. Perfect. I really like what the shape sphere here is doing. We're gonna... All right, so we have... Look at that. So those 3, then we have those 3, right? So... Oh. What? We still have endless comments. Oh, they're not endless. Interesting. That's my mistake. That's on me, man. That's on me. But I can't color it. Alright, that's interesting. Why can I not close this thing? I don't know. I guess it's a bug. So I'm gonna ignore it for now. Perfect. We're gonna add that comment there. And these are 3. Because we have our original one. Then we have this. And we will add 3 more and 3 more. So we have total of 9. Perfect. All right, copy paste that thing. And let's get to it, guys. Here. And we will do. What will we do? What will we do? We have new comments. Well, yes. Yeah, I'll have a check on those comments notes. All right. No worries. Good. Let's get some variations going on here. Let's do a 3, which should be a triangle, and distort that triangle and get it to be smaller a little bit like this. So we have a triangle now. Look at that beautiful triangle. We'll add a transform node here, and we'll, rotate this thing a little bit. So here we go. Rotate T. Yes, let's rotate like this. That looks pretty good. All right, let's hook it up in here. All right, and now we need the less edge breakup-y thingy here. Less silhouette noise. Like, I need the thing to look like something. You know what I mean? Oh, I like what's going on here. That looks good. Okay, so we got that thing here. Perfect. The next one. What do we have here? It's a circle. I like circles. Let's keep that circle.
I don't want to click on that again, that's for sure. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's make that circle look like something crazy, maybe. Like a triangle like this. That goes upwards. Okay, how does that look? Looks like a bear. Cool. Okay, let's get into this. Do 18 zoom. No, sorry. Like change a little bit. And we have, it's a lot. I like this one, a lot like fire. All right, edge breakup. How are we doing here? I like what the edge breakup's doing sometimes. Like it's giving it such a huge imp, honestly. And I enjoy that a lot. I do. Okay, perfect. We got that working. Next one, circle. I love circles. Let's try something new. Let's try curve star. What does that even do? Let's try 5. Maybe 3. Is there a start with 3? Is there a start with 4? Oh, it is actually. Ooh, I like that. All right. Okay, but how does that thing even look like, dude? So 4 is not doable. Oh, got it. But that's an interesting way. Just get an X. Just put a 4 here. All right. 3 would do what? It's not even possible. 8 would do what? That's kind of cool. All right, let's try that shape then. And go crazy on it. Yeah, something like that. All right, it's going to go into the mouth. This is beautiful. Let's break up. Less silhouette or more silhouette. Noise. Zilla, this might be too much. But, hey, the stream is being laggy. The mic sounds like distorted robot. Okay. Thank you. Give me a second. Sometimes I have to reset it. Test 1, 2, 3. How's the mic doing? One last check. Anyway, all right. So you need to go, Rodzilla. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for the tips and tricks. I'm gonna check on the mic. Mic check 1, 2, 3 on Twitch. Anyway, all right. Oh, mic sounds nice. All right, so the mic is back. Perfect. All right, back to learning, I guess. Edge breakup, we kind of lowered that, but this one does not look so bad. Very fiery, dude. Very fiery. Okay, back to the tutorial, actually. And let's check it out. What do we need to learn next?
New graph input.
Gonna skip through it a little bit.
If you will. And now you have control over just those parameters. Now all we have to do is duplicate shapes, retool them. You can see that I've given some different amounts in different cases. Let's see one more. Yeah, there you go. So there's some different shape distortion and noise disorder. So you can see all of that happening. And then I'm creating 9 unique shapes because I want to be able to put this into a sprite sheet. So in order to get 9, you can only get up to 6 unique shapes within one tile generator. So this is my trick for getting 9. Okay, and this will work for whatever you're doing. You will just have to use this formula.
Okay, tile generator. Let's see if tile generator is limited like it is in what is it called? Substance Designer. Okay. Filter make tileable. Nice. Is doing great now. I will refresh the stream if the lagginess will go away. Okay, tell me if the lagginess is going away. If not, I will have to turn off some of the streams, which is not a big deal. Okay, we got that going for us. And Yes. Let me just check with myself here. Give me a second. Yeah, we need some tiling. We need some brick tiling. Is that so? That is uncontrollable, right? So, okay, another thing. Tile generator, tile custom tiles. I guess the one that we want to go with here. Or filter make tileable. That's interesting too. Let's see. Maybe it's this one. Rows. It says. Okay, so I guess the rows will come from somewhere. What happens if this was hooked? So, alright, so mortar, what does that mean? Okay, it doesn't mean anything. Bevel, round. Okay, that's interesting. Now I wonder if we have that node here in Material Maker. Let's see first how it works, or what it's called. Tile generator color. Okay, so it is in tile. Something with tile. Filter. Make tileable. All right, let's check that out. What do we have in here? So this thing is repeating, I guess, is what's happening. Wow, okay, cool. I like what's happening here, but that is not what we need. We need the tile generator, so to speak. Now it's nice and smoother. Perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know, my friend. So let's see what we can do here. We have a drop down English bond. These are the type of bricks that we could create. And I wonder if we could have a texture in here, but doesn't seem like it. So tile, tileable square, what does that do? Let's see, get that in here. And it's doing what exactly? Oh, it's blending them in like that. Okay, that's not what we want. So again, tile, transform tile, tiler, transform tiler. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Tiler X, that's interesting. Tiler Y. That's not what we're getting here. What does it do on its own? Overlap. Okay, we're gonna try again. Tile. Transform tile to by 2. Transform tile. Color. Is that the one? Color. Is that the one? Alright, so this is 10. This is 10. Whoa, it's an interesting texture. Okay, let me try to understand what's happening here. Tile, what if both of them were the same value? It's like a mask almost. Inputs 4. Okay. But if it is doing 4 inputs, then where the heck are those inputs? 16 inputs? Nothing. Okay. Huh. Ooh, this is like an old TV. How is this working? How is this working? Color Tyler. Okay, let's get a shape in here, actually. So what does this do? What does this do? Come on now. Polygon. Let's do 4 polygon, just a normal box. See what is happening here. Dude, come on now. It's a mask. It's really a mask. Okay. Fuck. Come on. Okay. 2 by 2. 5 by 5. Okay, what does a normal tiler do then? Tiler. Okay, so if I put the box here, it is doing random overlap. It's doing some rotations. So we're gonna do 0, 0, 0. No scale variations. No scale variations. Oh, this is taking them all the way. Oh, I see. So this gets their original scale in. Because let's do 0.2, 0.2. We're getting there. I'm trying to understand a little bit. Okay, and it's doing different tiling with color, like almost like different values there. What does overlap do? All right, so this is not doing anything for us. Input, if I put 4, is doing weird shiftings of things here. And also in terms of the scale and... okay, that is weird.
overlap 0, tile 4 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what is happening here with the color? Why is it doing variation of color? Oh, random value. That's the one we need to get rid of. So, excuse me. We are getting there slowly. 0, 0, 0, 0. Scale, let's do 0.2, and here 0.2, and input 1. And let's just do 4 by 4, and this will look like what? So let's take the flex gen since it's a color tiler. It should do colors, right? But it is not doing that. It should look like, oh, overlap we have here, so 0. Oh, look at that. We got something going on here. Now, how the heck do I get it to have different stuff in here? So different shapes, different graphics. How do I do that? Indeed, yes. How do I do that? Color tiler. What do we do to get different tiling stuff here? So, damn it. What do I have in here? Output instance map. How do I do that? How do I do that? Tile X. That's all what it's allowing me to do. Get one texture in. Which is interesting. But what I could do, though, I could... Damn it. How do I do that, man? How do I get different values in here? Tile X, tile Y. What does this mean if it was on 0? What does this mean if it was on 1? Okay, what happens if it was on 16? 10? Okay. That is a weird one, honestly. Let me try to think here. 1 by 3. Overlap. Nothing. Inputs for... This is weird. Okay, let's read through it. Input. Select input equals 0. The input type of the node, one single image. Atlas of 4 images. Atlas. How do I do that? Images. Simple image. Damn! How do I do that now? Get different images and putting them all in the input. Okay, atlas of 16 images. At least atlases can be created using that 2 by 2, okay, tile. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, look at that. Okay, we are getting there. Okay, 1. I should have just read more. 2. All right, 3. Cool. And 4. All right, so if I put it here, and I do 4 inputs, yeah, 4 by 4. Okay. If I do 2 by 2, 4 by 4. What is the overlap doing? Okay, what does overlap does? The number of neighbor tiles. An instance of the input image can overlap. Set this parameter to the lowest value that generates the expected result, where all instances are fully visible to improve performance. Inputs for 16, atlas of 16. Okay, at least atlases can be created using 2 by 2 nodes. However, so it's a tile. There's 2 by 2. There is 2 by 2 variations. Advanced remap, height sync signal. What does this do? If I put this in here, what does this do? Let's see. Let us see what happens. Oh. Okay. That's weird. That is a bit weird. It just created it again and made like 8 of them. That's interesting. Alright, let's see how he does it. What is his trick? What is the next step, right? So what I'll do is I'll take these out. Bricks are gonna go away for now. And we'll save, of course, and we'll go back to our course and check out what the next steps are.
So in the generator color, because we're merging all of those together. Now remember, it's outputting, and then I'm just making another transform. You can see I moved it just to center all of my textures, because as I'm manipulating them, they're changing shape and location. So my transforms. So my first 3 shapes are going into this tile generator, and this is a 3 column by 1 row. And this will stretch them initially, but you'll see that as we do that for multiple tile generators. We're then going to feed that into another tile generator that is 1 by 3. So all of these are 3 by 1. Now, we don't want to create 3 columns. We just want 1 column because we have 3 in each column. So 1 column, but 3 rows, and that will create our 3 by 3 sprite sheet. And then basically, we are good to go, and we're ready to throw it to our output. Now, why am I doing that? But as games scale, I like to future-proof what I'm doing. So I'm going to give this a 4K resolution that I'm going to push down.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. We don't need this, I think. I think all what we need now to do is feed this tile into another one. So we get this one plus this one plus this one and plus this one here. Now we have 8. Okay. And we need to feed these two into another tile. 1, 2. Alright, this will look weird. That is the problem with only having a tile 2 by 2. If I double click on this, nothing happens. Okay. How the heck do I get it to do a better... How do I crop this, I guess? Because this is still usable. But the bottom part, not so much. Let me try to think. So we have a color tiler, right? Color tiler, okay. So if I hook... Okay, first 0.2 just for now. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, no variations. All right, let's hook this one in here. What is it giving me? 4. Nothing actually. Overlay 0. And now we got 4 different tiles. But at least we got them working in an image completely. However, if I put this here, now we have 16, right? So if I can do 16. All right. Ooh, how do I do this? How do I do this? Oh man, these tiling are weird. Transform tiler. What does that mean here? So if I do put this one in there, what is it actually? It's transforming them randomly. Scattering them. I do like 16 by 16, we're gonna have an interesting texture type of deal. Okay. Okay. We don't want to do that though. What we want to do is basically the ability to have a 2 by 2 and another 2 by 2 kind of together. But we'll also do Krita. We might need to go back to that. But I would love to know how to do this. I'd love to know how to do this. Okay, give me a second here. Let me try to look for a tutorial actually. See if we can get that. New Material Maker is eating up your resources. Lol. Now it's more the... Okay, the stream is frozen. Sorry about that. It's more the Unreal, honestly. I'm just gonna close Unreal. Unreal is eating my resources, not Material Maker. I'm gonna look for and also the multiple streams are eating. Let me know if it's better now. I guess it is better. Unreal is... an ass when it comes to performance of streams. Okay, let's see. Material Maker. Tiling. Let's see if we can find anything. Material Maker. La la la. Let's see if we can do that. I see a lot of bricks. Texture tiling, I guess, is the thing we're gonna look for. Texture tiling. I mean, worst thing is we're gonna just go to look on their Discord. It's not a worst case, of course. It's just a thing. Do you have... Nevermind? Do I have Nevermind? Or what? What do you mean? Let's see. You mean NVIDIA? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you mean, but we're just gonna continue here. Material Maker texture tiling. Let's go to their Discord, honestly. That's probably gonna be the easy way to learn new tricks. Material Maker. Alright, let's look for tiling. Oh yeah, Unreal is definitely a resource killer. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we don't need it now because I'm not gonna go into it. This will be definitely the last chapter of this course that we're gonna cover. Gonna look for finishing this tiling thingy. Let's see what they're saying about tiling. Advanced color tiler. Advanced color tiler? Advanced. Oh, Tyler Advanced. Here we go. Transform color advanced Tyler. Okay. All right. So what can we do? Translate X, translate Y. X. Okay, tile X. What happens if it is on 16 and I hook that up here? Just checking out what we can do. What does that mean? Okay, transform scale. This is gonna go to 0.2, 0.2. All right, we're getting somewhere here. Not completely though. Since it's 16, it's gonna be 8 by 8. Uh-oh, 8 by 8. There's an overlap happening. That's interesting. We don't need overlap. All right, come on now. New comments? Yeah, got it. All right, so translate X, translate Y. Okay, this is happening because it is empty here. Let me try to think here. Damn it. How do I get that to work, dude? I mean, I could just repeat them, but that's not gonna work. How do I make tiling? Okay. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Because, yeah, I mean, we can get one texture to tile over and over again. That's what I'm getting here, but how can I do it the other way around? I'm checking what they have on their Discord. Let's see. There's a lot of scattering going on their Discord. I don't want scattering. I want actual tiling. I want like almost of a flipbook tiling. I mean, I could look up for that. Flipbook tiling. I could still do it in Krita. So someone asks, what I'm looking for is give the tool a 256 by 256 image. It should return 4096 by 4096 image with 16 by 16 grid flipbook where each tile is. Yep. So that's a VFX artist already. Hi, okay, but what does each image of the flipbook contain exactly? Blah, blah, blah. Let's see what Rodzilla says. I think it can be done easily. I guess I would use an image that shows characters sort by value, i.e. average whiteness, and fill a grid with those characters, avoiding to the input value, blah, blah, blah. It could be tested with the new webcam node. Let's see if they got it working. I'm just gonna look for it. You know what? We're gonna put a question here. All right, so let's see. I will take a screenshot of what we're doing. And we will add that to the challenge here of the question. I will ask, how can I'm just going to make a drawing here. And put a question there. Let's see, in the help channel. And we're going to do it right there. So I'm going to post the question. Hey, how can I tile these to cover the square texture? All right. Is there a one tile 1x1 node? Let's see what we can get as an answer. I might take some time. Hey, good morning, feature creatures. Nice to have you here, man. A lot of Material Maker. Nothing up is going on. Otherwise, how are you doing? Nice to have you here, my friend. Okay, tiling. Ah, man, how do we do this? Tile. We have transform tiler. That one, we don't need like a scatter almost. Tile. Pattern bricks tile. Pattern custom tile. Filter. Make tileable. But that is not going to help us. All right, tile. Let's see. Tile 2x2. Transform color. We did that. Advanced color. We tried that. 2x2 variations. But still 2x2. Tiler advanced. Not helped. Remap high to angle. Trying to think here. So every time we fill it up, it's gotta be 1, 2, 3, 4. But how do we do only 1, 2? Thinking loudly here. So they are above each other. Well, thanks. Lurking today. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you for lurking. Appreciate you. Let's see, man. We could make it elongated. I mean, we kind of need to make it elongated. It's 8. 4x4 and another 4x4. Either can be standing like this or 4 with 4, which is what I'm trying to get here. How do I do this? Can I get place 4 inputs image into a single output to create, or is there a 4x4 node? I think that's the better one. 4x4 node. Tile 4x4 node. Okay. Let's see what I can do. Can I get into the code of this? Can I do that? Custom. Rose. Mortar bevel. No, that's not what I want. The color tiler, the advanced one, got us the best results so far. But the problem is it's not tiling everything. That is an issue. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, this is gonna take some time, I see. Okay. We do have... Do we have 60 inputs? I mean, scale. Are we gonna do 0.1? Look. Why is it not working? Alright, 0.1. But at least we got that working. 0.12, 0.12. Alright, 0.13, 0.13. So, but the problem is it's randomizing all of them. I don't want that. I do not want that. So, let me try to think. How do I make it so I could input more stuff in the advanced color tiler? But we can only make image atlases, which sucks. Because I want it to be 8 by 8, nothing more. That's a bummer here. Let's see what we can do. That is all what I can do. Tile 2 by 2, another tile 2 by 2. I can do. Can I change that? Transform. So it'll always be. I mean, I can stretch it, but I mean, for now, how do I do that even? I mean, I could save each one and make it by hand, I guess. Ugh, that's annoying. How do I make a tile 2 by 2 node? How do I make that happen? Tile 2 by 2, right? Alright, variations. So what does the variation say? 2 by 2 variations. Yeah, that's kind of scattering them for sure, right? It's gonna give it colors and everything. Yeah, it's gonna scatter them. I don't want that. Define aliases. Tile 2 by 2. Browse community nodes. Okay. Tile 4. Triangle tiles. Let's see what we can do. Atlas. It's also not what I want to do. Let's see if we can find something. Image comparer. Voronoi++. Line splatter. Is that all? Set alpha, tronic runes, clamp NDE hotspot, Gaber noise, triangulation, Bayer pattern, Gaussian whites. Let's see, brush stroke, pollution, plot curve, Voronoi, blend, split transparency, baked lighting, chain, mail, and runes, more runes, Gothic arc. Trying to think here. I mean, there should be a tiling one, right? Like, why do we not have a more controllable tiling? Tile, triangulation. Rotatile. I guess that rotates them. Tiler, tile. Variation. Tiler color. Okay, let's see. Tile 4 by 4. I guess it should be a question. Yeah. Yes, it's made to create sprite sheets for Tiler splatter. Okay. So is there a reason why the variation node is limited to 2 by 2? Okay, we got a message from Mozilla. Back on your stream. Oh, sorry. You say, hi, I'm back. Thank you. So I'm trying to get a 4 by 4 tile. So I did this. Oh, it's okay. So I want a tile 4x4 because I have 8 textures that I would like to put together. I'm gonna delete that one. Is there a way to make it a 4x4? Because I hooked like 2 tile 2x2, and yeah, I was trying to get to the advanced tiler, but I couldn't get the results that I wanted. So I'm ending up with something like this. Yes, if you could help me with that, I'll be super thankful. Like, I want these 4 individual textures to be all in one. Oh, what's happening here? What is happening here? What is that color? It's a weird color. Let's try to fix it. What's with the disorder here? That's definitely a weird color. Let's try here. Give it more flesh. Yeah, and now we're back. Use 2 tile 2x2. Yeah, I tried. So I have a tile 2x2 by tile 2x2, right? Hooked into 2x2. But then I can't use this as a flipbook. Like, it would be just a waste of texture, right? I wanted to just have a like, instead of, I just wanted to pack the 4, right? That is all what I want. I don't want it to pack it in this fashion. Or maybe is there a way to export it without this blank space? Because I could still use it for sure. Maybe if, I mean, let's check it out. So if I export, right? So where are we exporting now? Material. Let's check. Material Maker. Let's do DB. Let's do GGA, real-time VFX, engine versions, full, and content. VFX, a level sequence, assets, FX runes, materials, textures. All right, let's do this. Select current folder and do 1. All right, let's export that and see if it is gonna work or if it's gonna have a wasted space. Oops, why did it open that now into a browser? Oh, it forgot to put the B. Let's navigate to it. B. All right, and now put this. It's not liking it. Let's see what I can do. Oh, here we go. Perfect. We're in. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, I forgot the Unreal. Oh, actually, it works, right? Or is this there's only one way to check. Which is the dimensions, right? That's also one way to do it. Let's go into properties and details. Yeah, it's still a square. How can I export it that it's not a square anymore? How do I tell it? Or export a flipbook? Oh, I can do that? How do I do that? Do I select them? Like this? Oh, wait. I think I know what you mean. Export instead of PNG to reference TTA. Animation? This one? Export animation? Is that the one? A custom. We're gonna try something. 248 by 1024. And we're gonna export as an image. Let's check it out again. Yeah, that's gonna... That's not what I want. Okay. How do I do this? Animation? What does that do? Aha. Okay. Begin, end, 4. Okay, 2 images. I mean, it would be good to just have a tile 4x4 because then the problem is solved. But let's see. I don't think that exists. Worst case is I'll do this. I'll work with it for now. I'll do a 8x8K basically. I'll export that image. And then I'll put that thingy in a Krita. Nah, actually, I'm just gonna open Krita here. And then that should fix it, kinda. Yeah, it stretched it, alright. No, animation won't work. You must use a transform node. Yeah, I thought so too. Like you're saying is add a transform node, boom in here. It kind of is unfortunate, honestly, because it's a lot of labor work. I would have loved it if, like, honestly, if this thing, animation, what is it called? The tiler, color tiler. Yeah, the advanced color tiler, right? So if this was able to have different inputs, oh man, that would have been amazing. Because right now it's working as a scattering tool. It can also do tiling, but not the way I want it to do tiling, basically. Wait a second, I'm getting some stuff on Discord here. Ah, it's weird. Okay. Control O. Where was it again? Here. Oh wait, got it. Here it is. All right, let's fix this. Let's fix it. Let's fix it, and let's get it working. So first we need to cut it, crop it. All right, and save it. PNG, okay. That should have fixed the issue, kinda. And we still have it on 4K. What the heck is this? Still have it on 4K, right? Here it is. It's a 4K texture. Looking great. Good. So that kind of fixed it for now. Unless there's new solutions, I will keep it for later. But you want a 4x4. Yes, exactly. Bro, but just checking 2x2 should work. How? I have 8 textures. So I can only do 4 inputs. Damn, I think I had the node you need, but never interpreted it. Let's get it working, man. Of course, no pressure. But that would be ideal. I mean, I wish I could show you how it works in Substance Designer, but right now I'm having issues with like showing you the course. Maybe later. I'll close Epic Games here. Yeah, that was cool. Let's see what else is there in the course, because otherwise I need to work today. Enough of learning. But let's finish the course.
Inside of Unreal. So I like to start higher, go lower. It also gets me more information in the final output that...
Oh, now for some reason you can see the course, right? So this is how he does it. I'm going to show it to you. Because he could even control the 3x3 or the 9x9, right? Let me show you how it's done in Substance Designer so you have a...
Create our 3x3 sprite sheet. And then basically we are good to go. And we're ready to throw it to our output. Now...
I'm going to put it backwards again.
You can only get up to 6 unique shapes within one tile generator.
You send me a link. Okay, I'm gonna go to Twitch and get your link. Let's see. You send me this Discord link. Let me see. Try this, you say. Okay. Pretty sure I wrote a shared this before, but I cannot find it. Connections. Okay, so I can take that code, I guess. Copy it. I should probably try this. No, 1.4 absolute tile. Yeah, okay. So where do I put this? Hey, long time no see. Hello. Welcome to being here. Yeah, I've been on a break, so it's been some time. Anyway, so let's try this code. Where can I put this, man? Code. Where custom node? This one? Okay, I'm gonna wait for instructions because I don't know where I can put this. Or can I maybe create library? Base library, user library. Simple 3D. How do I get that code in here? Copy the JSON and paste it into MMM. Okay, here we go. Tile 3, tile 4. Okay, but okay, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna take this in here. So it's only tiling. Wait, how does this work? We want 4x4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Or is it only working if I put this maybe in here? No. How does this freaking work? Because I can only put one input. That is all. Or did I not? Did I maybe forget to copy something? Give me a second. Code. How do I copy this? Let's do it again. Just in case. I'm gonna copy this thing. Here we go. Again. Nah, it's just copying the... Okay. Yeah, wait, double click? Huh. How do I add more inputs into this? It's right now doing this. That's all. Let's see what the conversation was here. You just have to copy the link or raw textron on the link from the load library menu off. He also asked the same questions. Try to use Material Maker to pack some single textures into an atlas tile 2x2. How I want, but I want to pack 3x3. I don't see built-in node for this, but I did find a blah blah blah. The menu option is tools, add la la la. Okay, you give him the code. He says, thanks, appreciate the follow-up. Does he come back to you again? It should... Okay, let's see what you wrote here. Show me the link, blah, blah, blah. Oh, just had a look. You're right. Can't remember posting a lep, but that's a good idea. Maybe I should just support installing user libraries from URLs, but yeah, seems to figure it out. You say, copy the JSON and paste it into MMM. There is an extra button on the top of the node. Is there? That one? Damn, that is very hidden. But yeah, it works. Perfect. Thank you so much. That is amazing. How can I save this so I could use later, actually? Can I do a load library? How do I save that for later use? Create library, base library, user library, create library? No, I don't know how to do this, but I guess there's a way. Anywho, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. All right, let's get these in here. 4x4. And here's 1. Here's 2. Here is 3. Boom, boom, boom. We're getting there. 3. Here's 4. Here is 5. Here is 6. Here is 7. Here is 8. Perfect. We have 8. Oh, interesting. 2? 2 by 2? 3 by 3? Why is the 4 by 4 doing that? Weird. Okay. Oh yeah, it's still doing the weird stuff. I guess. Wait, what is it? 4 by 4 is. Oh, it's 16. I see. 3 by 3 is 9. I guess that's the one we need to use. Yeah, it makes sense. Because that's 9. Yeah, that's the one we need to use. True. But why? Oh, it's 4 by 2 is the 8 one. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So you said select the node and tools, add to user library. Select the node and tools. Okay, so select the nodes, tools, add to library, user library, tile, n by n. All right, so if I do that now, tile n by n. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Amazing. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Let's export that just for the lulz of it all. So we're going to do a 4K texture. Why not? Perfect. And this should land in our content here. So now we have this one. And we also have this one. And that is amazing that we have both. I love this stuff. We learned so much today, even though it's such a simple topic. But this is so much learning. Like this, we will use this for the future. Like 100 billion%. I can guarantee that. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's go back to the course. Check on more stuff.
So this is my trick for getting 9. Okay, and this will work for whatever you're doing. You will just have to use this formula. So in the tile generator color, because we're merging all of those together. Now remember, it's outputting, and then I'm just making another transform. You can see I moved it just to center all of my textures, because as I'm manipulating them, they're changing shape and location. So my transforms. So my first 3 shapes are going into this tile generator, and this is a 3 column by 1 row. And this will stretch them initially, but you'll see that as we do that for multiple tile generators, we're then going to feed that into another tile generator that is 1 by 3. So all of these are 3 by 1. Now, we don't want to create 3 columns. We just want 1 column because we have 3 in each column. So 1 column, but 3 rows, and that will create our 3 by 3 sprite sheet. And then basically, we are good to go.
Well, you know what? Since we already have it ready, like why the heck not, right? Let's add another one. We have it ready, dude. Let's not waste any space here. So now we have 9 textures. Perfect. Let's export that, I guess. Yeah, let's export that. That's pretty good. Okay, let's keep playing.
And we're ready to throw it to our output.
You're welcome.
Now, why am I doing 4096? You don't necessarily
software
need
is
that,
nothing without
but as
support.
game
That's
scale,
the
I like
truth,
to future-proof what I'm doing. So I'm going to give this a 4K.
I also find it, like, the argument also appealing when you say, like, software is nothing without testing, because that one is also correct, you know? So I'm really happy that I get to explore this software, and, you know, we get to do similar results, even better, in my opinion, than Substance Designer.
Resolution that I'm going to push down inside of
And the cool thing is you can literally export the whole thing as a shader. Like, for me, this is irreplaceable. That's amazing.
Unreal. So I like to start higher, go lower. It also gets me more information in the final output that once that scales down, it's like shooting a 4K video and delivering in 1080p. You get more pixels that even though they're being compressed, you still have a little better resolution than if you started at 1080p. So same thing here. If I started at 2048, then I wouldn't really be able to scale at all. Okay, so that's basically going straight into an output, which I'm giving it all my labels. I like to label things with an effects tag, and you can add whatever else to the effects tag you want, but this will help us separate effects textures and materials from our actual game assets that environment's created for our props. So any textures, materials that exist elsewhere, it'll be a lot easier to find with the effects tag. So I create an effects tag for everything I do. All right, now I call these ash and embers. You can just call them embers because that's all we're gonna be calling the systems around them. But if you wanted to use them for ash, this would be my only sprite sheet for the entire game for both ash and embers, and honestly, possibly even snow. If these look decent enough and the way your game is, you can use them for snow, awesome. Then you've got a good assortment of shapes to use for snow. But we'll say this is ash and embers. We'll create our color space RGB, so we have no alpha. That'll save on texture memory, and our color space is sRGB. Now, what did I do down here? This is the last thing. In order to get a little bit more lighting information, let's say any of these are ever seen close up, or we need the normal for something that we're affecting on the ash, we can just create a normal from it. So I've created an RGBA split, and if we remember, we packed our most informative texture inside of the green channel. So this is where we're going to get all the nice normal information from. So I'm just splitting out the green channel. I think the only purpose of this transform was to translate it to an 8-bit channel, which I ended up doing in the RGBA split. So what I mean by that, if you come to output format and you click right here, you can go to absolute. That'll expose your 8 bits and it'll change it to an 8-bit channel. So it starts, the default is relative to the input. So you can see it's 16 bits everywhere else. So I'm just converting that down to 8 bits per channel. Again, I'm blurring it just slightly because I don't want a mad crispy normal. You can already see that we get some really wacky normal data here. So then I run that through a blur. I'm not too worried about some of these little islands popping up. That's fine. The blur will soften out that normal just a hair. And then we will have our ash and embers, and then the tag would be N for normal. Same.
Okay, let's try that. We are gonna explore our normal from this texture. So let's do that. So this goes into wait, how was this doesn't matter. How can we make a preview again? Was it like right click? What was the shortcut? Preview? What was it called? It was something. I forgot what it was, but it's this one. What is this? What is this node? Let's see. Small. It is called preview, maybe? Let's try it. Preview? No. Is there a way you could check for preview here? Forgot what it was called. Simple 3D. Pattern. Noise. Filter. Probably not there. Transform. Workflow. Create map. Mix map. Apply map. Mix. Output. Output, I think. Right? Oh no, not that. Not that. Materials. Shapes. Effects. Buffer. Custom shader. Reroute. That's the one. Reroute is the one. And now if I click on this, large, huge preview, right? Yes, exactly. It's the reroute. Okay, so this is our result here. We're going to need a grayscale. Filter grayscale. I didn't understand that with the 8-bit thingy, but is there something we can do with the bit here? Compression. Bit compression. How to do the compression thing. I don't know how to read that, honestly. Like, is this a 16-bit? Is this a... I have no idea. But I guess we're just gonna have to go with it. We're gonna add a normal. We're gonna make a normal map. Convert, I think. Oh, from to OpenGL is Unreal OpenGL. I think it's a DirectX, honestly. Is that how you convert normal map? Then we need the normal map, right, from the convert. Char, how to make it purple. I wish, wait, maybe that's how the DirectX one looks like. I'm missing something here. How to do this? Wait, what is it? Was it the other way around? This and then this? Yeah, it's the other way around. Perfect. We turn into a normal map that works in DirectX. We need some blur because these details are too much. I'm gonna just blur it here. All right. So gonna just it's a lot of blur. All right. Let's see. It's sharp as heck. 0.3. All right. 0.3. Let's do a bit more. Let's try this here. Yeah, this might be a good result. And here we go. We have a normal map. Perfect. So we gotta save that. But I don't know how to do the 16 8-bit thingy, but same time. Let me see. Let's see. Let's make this bigger. All right, let's add more blur. It's too much. This should do. Okay, let's export that. Maybe here we could change it to 16-bit. Nah, I don't see any options. Are we gonna do? Yeah, that's the normal map. And we're gonna do image. Perfect. Let's see what else is he doing in the tutorial, and then we're gonna end this and continue in day 4. Okay, let's see.
sRGB, RGB, and we're good. Okay, so that's how I created the Ash and Embers texture, and instead
What
of
is that node he used at the end?
normal.
What the heck is that node? TFX. I mean, what is he even doing here? Is that like the export itself? What is this thing? Gotta see.
That's fine. The blur will soften out that normal, just a hair, and then we will have our Ash and Embers, and then the tag would be N for normal. Same thing, sRGB, RGB.
I wonder what that
and we're
node
good.
is. Let's go back a little bit.
So what I mean by that, if you come to output format and you
One back.
this thing
Let's see if he
around them, tag, and you can add whatever else.
maybe decrease the normal map strength instead of blurring. Oh, that might be a good thing. All right, let's go down even more. Oh, here we go. Gaussian and normal map. Yeah, that might work. All right, let's see. But for now, I'm just gonna...
To the effects tag you want, but this will help us.
FX tag. I think that's his export setting. Yeah. Maybe we have something like that here. Export. Or what's the other one? Output? I guess. But I mean, it's not important to copy everything one by one, I guess. But I don't know what that means, that last one.
Separate effects textures and materials from our actual game assets that environments created for our props. So any textures, materials.
16 bits is only supported in XR file format. Okay. Get it.
that exist elsewhere, it'll be a lot easier to find with the effects tag. So I create an effects tag for everything.
8-bit, right?
All right. Now I call these Ash and Embers. You can just call them Embers because that's all we're going to be calling the systems around them. But if you wanted to use them for Ash, this would be my only sprite sheet for the entire game for both Ash and Embers, and honestly, possibly even Snow.
All right.
If these look decent
skip
enough.
through it a little bit. We've seen that part.
A blur, I'm not too worried about some of these little islands popping up. That's fine. The blur will soften out that normal, just a hair. And then we will have our Ash and Embers, and then the tag would be N for normal. Same thing, sRGB, RGB, and we're good. Okay, so that's how I created the Ash and Embers texture. And instead of duplicating, again, just to reiterate this, instead of duplicating all of this every single time and manipulating it, save yourself some trouble, create it as a function like you would the materials in Unreal, and then all you have to do is manipulate shapes, and you have yourself a little processor that you can use over and over again to get you some very quick iteration. All right, so now let's make sure we export the right input, export outputs for our Ash and Embers.
Ah,
And so
that's... Okay, so we put an output there, and it will quickly export. Okay, that makes sense. I guess we do have the same thing in Material Maker, but that said, I really don't know how that works. But I think I've done it once only. I mean, my guess is either this export node, this thing, this, or you could use the output thingy, but heck if I know what this is. Okay, so it has a height, it has an albedo. Okay, so basically we can add this as our albedo, And this will be our normal. Boom. Okay, and if I hit on, okay, what does this do? 3 buffer, 0 paused. If I do a, wait, where's the 3D preview? Shouldn't this be showing the 3D preview here? Or, wait, what? Output is albedo. Why does this have outputs? That is indeed weird. Hi, Jack. Hey, what's up? Who do we have in here? Ah, Alex. Nice to have you here, buddy. We're using Material Maker. We have the Material Maker developer with us as a commentator. That is awesome. And we're trying to figure out what are things that we're doing here. So, yeah, we're having fun about that. Export material. Oh, Blender, Godot, Unity, Unreal. So we can actually export the whole material. Okay, like as a material. However, can we export the textures the same way he did it in the tutorial? I mean, maybe that's what export material Unreal thingy does, but does that actually export the texture with it? Only one way to find out. We can put it to desktop, maybe. Let's see. Default. Oh my god, we're lagging here. Oh man. Oh man. Oh no. We crashed it, I think. Yeah, okay. We're back here. Oh, didn't like that either? Okay. Let's try desktop. That's gonna take some while. Alright, it's gonna make a new folder. Oh, come on now. Come on. We're gonna call it tests. Oh, yes. Yesy. Test Unreal material export Okay. And we're gonna save this. Save. Let's check how that is saved. Let's see. Export material. What the heck? Where did it go? Where is it? Oh, let's see. We have new comments. The export node works with the export feature to export each maps. The output mode is something completely different. No, the 3D preview is controlled by the material node. Okay. It's been a while since I've seen you streaming. I think it's been almost a year. Yeah, I've had a job, so I worked on a game that will be actually released. The trailer will be released today, so I'm really excited to tag you all on it, and you all can see the game that I worked on for the past year, and I will share that on Discord. I was also streaming the last month, and now a couple of weeks ago I had a break, so I took a break from streaming, and I'm streaming maybe once a week these days, not so many times, but I'm getting into the habit again, you know, taking it easy, more podcasts, stuff like that. But I'll be streaming a little more. Thanks for joining. Next thing to do is to try a thing that Rodzilla had told me to do. So you said the export will definitely export everything with it. So I can have that export here. What does this affix here means? What does that mean? Let's put another export. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Can this handle 2 exports? No. Okay, but how would that work? I just want to test it. Like, since I'll finish here, basically, on this note. We'll take these out, actually. We don't need them. We can't delete those for some reason. We don't need this. And we'll hook this up in here. Come on, dude. Oh, the other way around. Come on. What the heck? Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Alright, finally. Then we need this to be hooked here. This will be this export and this will be this export. However, how do we know? How do we export those? Export again. Export material. Which option of those will export these exports? Exports again? Not really entirely sure here, but I can click on those, go to tools, also nothing, help, view, center view, reset zoom, show or hide, panels. All right, edit, select all, invert selection, select sources, load selection, save selection, set theme, preferences, file, save as, export again. I guess it's export again. Oh, that will export into the desktop again. I see. Now let me try to think here a little bit. We have export 4096 suffix, and yeah, what does that freaking do? I don't know. I'll wait for until it just connect whatever you want to export to an export node. Set a suffix. Oh, that's the name. So, like, I could call this albedo, right? And this will be normal. Okay, and how do I export both of them now as a pack? We'll wait for your answer. The 3D view. What was the thing with the 3D view? 3D preview controlled by the material node. Material node template. Okay. Material marble metal. Where is that material node? What do you mean by a material node? See where those are anyway. They're under workflows. Marble, metal, wood. Material template. Albedo, roughness. Yeah, but where do those go? In an output? I feel like I'm a dumbass here. Just connect whatever you want. Yep. All export options will export those export nodes. Got it. Suffix is a suffix for the file name. Got it. So if I export again, if I export material to Unreal, Unreal 5, and we take that, we put it here. Okay, and that should have been in the desktop. So we will check that out if it worked. And so let's check where it got saved, honestly. Desktop and test. Oh, man, where the heck did I test UE material export? Here we go. And in here we see that it had actually the test albedo, a test suffix, and test normal. Now, why the albedo is doing all of this weird stuff here with the blue, I have no idea. Because we don't have that in here, do we? We don't. So, this is weird. The export here got fucked somehow. So, that is weird. Yeah, it is weird. New message, we have file, export, any options, know the material node in your graph, you say. Ooh, the one we threw away. Okay, it's right there. Perfect. All right, let's hook stuff up. Yeah, I forgot that completely. But how do we even bring that node again, I guess is the question. So let's see. So it's this node here. Static PBR, of course. All right, so PBR, static. Okay, we can't put that. It's just gonna come. That's nice. I'll be back to work at the university. That's awesome. After summer break. Yep. Congrats on the job, by the way. And I'm currently updating the class elements to UE 5.6. That's cool. I'm also in the last year of my master's degree. Awesome, man. So I've been researching a lot for an internship, but you were looking for one, yeah. But I got an interview tomorrow. So wish me, like, you will get it. I can tell you will get it. And call me a liar tomorrow if you want to. But you'll get it. So let's go here. Let's put that thing into the normal, actually, which is here. We got a normal. That should be cube or cylinder or a plane, maybe, just for now, just for the lulz. Let's see, alt. Okay, we got some normals here. Perfect, we got it working. If just for testing the normal density was more, we'll get more, right? That's why is this moving in such a weird way? Okay, I'm not a huge fan of how this is. Okay, but this is good. This is working. Is there a way I could change the light? Right click, maybe shift alt. I don't know how to change the light. But wait, here. We can change this and we can change exposure. We can change this and change the exposure as well. Or studio lights like this. That's good. Perfect. Let's hook up the color in here. In the albedo. Boom. And that should control our results here. I can also put it into the emissions just for fun. No, not into the normal. That's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream soon. Thank you all for watching. I'm just having fun with Material Maker. I need to work actually. But I'll be back with another stream very soon. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another stream. This was very chill. I really enjoyed the time. But I also want to focus on content creation at the same time. Now, how the heck do I make this, you know, the normal map here act more aggressively, I guess, is the thing I'm looking for. Stratosphere. Whoa, here we are. Oh my god, this sucks. Okay, how do I get more of the, what is it called? Of the normal map to act even more like, you know, make the material look even more affected by it, I guess. It's the thing I'm looking for. What is happening here? Is there settings? Oh, there's a play mode. Ooh. There's a UV scale. Ooh, I like that. Okay. We're lagging. Perfect. Let's finish the tutorial. And we can continue next week with this particular course. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to learn. So maybe I'll be back on this course. Oh, there's a new comment. Connect the Connect the unconverted normal to material node. Material does convert for the export targets. Ooh, I think I've been learning too long to understand this. Thanks for your comment. I really don't get it yet. I'm just gonna finish the video and have closing thoughts. I'll be right back with you guys.
Both selected, they do have the right sRGB. Now, if you did this from scratch, you may have to change these. These should be fine, but you will definitely have to delete your graph pattern. So just make sure just identifier is in there because that's going to be your actual texture name. Otherwise, it'll put the graph name before all of that, and then we'll have to just delete that later. Then choose your save file location, and then I'm going to save this out as a Targa. So that should be okay. You can do PNG or Targa. I use both in production. They have some benefits. There's benefits and drawbacks to both. Honestly, PNG is fine until you get an alpha channel, believe it or not. I know that's why you would use PNG, but Targa seems to hold up better when you have an alpha channel. And then PNG can give you up to the 16 bits of information. Now, I didn't change it to 16. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't change it from 16 to 8 bits, but Targa can only handle 8 bits.
I don't think we can export to Targa and Material Maker, but I don't want to make a huge announcements here because wait, what is it called? Not announcement. What is the other thing? Let's see. PNG and XR. No, yeah, no Targa, no TGA. Okay, that's not a problem.
So it's naturally going to come out as an 8-bit texture. And I recommend 8 bits. It gets wonky with 16-bit textures from PNG. You would think that would be better, but there are problems when it comes to 16 bits. And I won't go into those. But so just Targa or PNG, whatever you prefer. If you do PNG, go back and convert this to 8 bits so that you get that 8-bit texture. But if you're following, let's just stick with Targa for now. Hit export outputs, and that will shoot out your ash and ember texture. All right, so now that we have our texture done, let's go ahead and hop back into Unreal, and we'll start working on our material.
Okay, we're gonna work on our material either next week. I'll be back with this particular course very soon. I'm enjoying it so far. It's I'll have the mentor Jesse on the podcast this Friday actually. So I'm really excited. So stay tuned for that. That's not gonna be live. That's gonna be on my channel. However, that's been it, and we've learned so much about Material Maker. We have learned how to create a group, which is basically this whole operation into one node. And we also learned how to create those parameters inside of this group of nodes. So first we started with creating inputs, which was a grayscale input, and then output. Here we go. And we've learned also how to create those parameters inside of Material Maker, despite the fact that the course was following a Substance Designer. The developer of Material Maker was with us on the stream, which was awesome, amazing. He offered his support, and his valuable time was not wasted, I hope, because we've learned a lot. So you could see those parameters, how we hook them up with other settings, like the Voronoi noise node, the noise disorder, the other stuff that we were able to control. If you want to know more, you should watch the whole stream. And you know what? Yeah, that was very helpful. Sorry. So we were able to whip quick... sorry, no, you go with this arrow. We were able to whip quick variations. So for example, we've had that as the final result, the first one. Then I made a new shape, new distortion, boom, added the thing on it, right? Sorry, this distortion, added the group on it, and it created it, and we were able to change those on the go to create different variations. For example, the edge breakup, boom, 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 right? Creates a different variation very quickly. And as you can see, we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 variations. Then we got stuck a little bit on the tile node, but the Material Maker developer, Rodzilla, had given us a custom node with a Discord message link, but I'll also post the a code for that in the description below, or in the comment. I'll pin it to use that tile. However, we also worked without the tile node. So if you're wondering how to use that, we made a workflow with Krita, a little bit of crafting here and there. This is how it looks like with all the variations together. Then we put that into grayscale to create our normal map from, here we go. Then we created, the albedo from this, which stores all the different values. That was pretty much the day. We completed so far in the course. Find a lot to show you. We have 5%. We've learned a lot because we're using different softwares. We are right now into Ember's Material Part 2. We're going to complete and continue. And we will start implementing everything